Hey everybody, Blue Collar Crypto here. So let's get right to it. I haven't done a video in quite a while. Past couple of months, I've actually made a change. I took myself out of the working class and I'm working for myself. So that's probably why you haven't seen me. I've been spending a lot of time doing my own thing, which I'm better for it. And if you're able to do that, you need to do the same too. So let's get right to it. XRP. Are you going to get rich? Yeah, you're going to get rich. How long it's going to take? No one knows. I'm looking at 2026. It's going to make some moves, but it's not going to go through the roof like everybody thinks. You got too much clickbait going on out there, and I take this strictly for the views. You guys know what I'm talking about. Too many people are saying 36,000, 3,400, 4,800, 25,000. Trump's going to buy all the shit back. That's all bullshit. Basically, every time you see a video like that, just backstep it. Just go right over your head because there's too many people talking the same shit that are not really paying attention to the finer points that are going on. Nothing is going to track. Nothing's going to happen until the Clarity Act is signed. The exchanges knows what's going on. The banks know what's going on. And also the people on the Hill. I've said this in many videos. Things will not move until those people are taken care of. They are all setting themselves up. That's why it's taking so long. Trump knows this. Everybody on the banking committee knows this. The people in crypto know it. But the retail, like us, are freaking out because we've been in it so long and we've been losing our ass so much that it's time to, but here's the thing. If you're losing your ass, the only way you're losing your ass is if you're buying and trying to be a day trader. Okay? You're trying to be a trendy kid. Look, this ain't Wolf of Wall Street. This ain't none of that because stocks and crypto are completely two different things. You hear market cap, turn it off. They don't know what they're talking about. We're talking about the internet of value that's about to move the whole world in seconds. All right? It wouldn't be in the headlines. You wouldn't see it on Fox Business. They're talking about it. There's probably an article every day in the main media right now. Once this thing starts to take off, it will be parabolic, I believe. If you're holding, just hold. You ain't got to do nothing else but hold. All right? You already invested your money. Why are you panicking? Like I say all the time, you can invest. People who are broke, they can invest. Skip a 12-pack of beer every other day when you're going to that store. Stop buying food from 7-Elevens and Circle K's and all that shit. Stop the fast food, right? All these stupid little things I'm saying, you're probably rolling your eyes right now, but it's the truth. This is how some of the blue-collar workers in this country within the next, I'm going to say year and a half, are going to be wealthy because they're paying attention to what's going on. The smart ones are. All right, you're still going to, how I look at it. And a buddy told me straight up, and this is just an analogy of what's going on. He wanted to take a certain medicine, right? And someone goes, that's not FDA approved. But at the same time, 4 years ago, we would stand in line for free donuts and Starbucks gift cards for a shot we knew nothing about. And I hope you didn't take that shot. And this is kind of the same thing. People are like, oh, it's not approved yet. It's not approved by the banks and all that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The banks have been robbing us for the last 150 years. Straight up. Politicians have been robbing this country forever since they started. We all know what's about to happen. This new Fed chair, I know a little bit about him. I don't know too much, but I do know he really wants to bring in the private sector to help bring down interest rates. I do know that. You guys kind of dig deep into that guy. I think he's going to make some serious changes rather quickly. I think Powell's going to be a bitch. He's going to try to stay as long as he is just to be a disruptor and all this because the one thing we can't do in America, and I can't figure this out for the life of me as a country, we can't come together and say this works, this is good, because we got too many fucking idiots we voted in office in different states. That's plain and simple, that's what it is. Also, you got Japan. They got their shit together. Japan ain't playing around. Dubai ain't playing around. The European Union is not playing around because these rails and everything were put in place already. Right? And I'm not saying I'm some guru and I know what's going on and I'm, driving a Ferrari around because of my crypto trades and shit like that. This is not what this channel's for. This channel is for regular working people who are raising a family. They're just trying to navigate through what's all going on. I don't live in no mansion. I live in a 1981 1978 manufactured Sears Roebuck catalog house that's on property, which we kind of did some stuff to it and, that kind of thing. You don't need the fancy shit. Now, be patient. If you live in a trailer, God bless that trailer. If you live in a little house, God bless that little house. That's how I tell everybody. You don't need to worry about the Joneses because the Joneses ain't worried about you. Straight up. Other people, I've got a ton of messages I haven't answered them. I apologize for it because, like, right now, I'm in the middle of my house is a disaster. I got product, it's crazy. Plus, I'm trying to get to the gym every day. It is just a nightmare. But I think Flare, I still think you need to be in Flare 100%. I'm pretty much in Flare pretty heavy. I'm pretty much in the XRP pretty heavy. XLM medium. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have no Bitcoin. There's no reason for it. I know some of y'all been tracking everything going on in Las Vegas, and you saw Michael Saylor up there talking his shit again. Keep talking because all he's doing, sounds like to me he's always on a perch. He's always on an interview talking about Bitcoin's the only thing in the world that's going to move any kind of assets. That's not true. All right, there's so much stuff going on in the XRP ledger, it's not even funny. And XRP will benefit from this when it starts moving liquidity. My personal feelings on how long it's going to take, I don't know. I do know it's going to happen here soon. So if you're able to buy some, buy some. If you have to sell some shit that's been sitting in your garage for 4 years and you ain't touched it, sell it and buy some. It's very easy. And if you don't know what to do with it, get on an exchange, get on Coinbase, get on Kraken, Uphold. Those probably the only three I would play with. There's more I would lean to more. Probably Uphold. I do have an Uphold account, a Kraken account, and a Coinbase account. But I also have my own cold storage. And that's something once you learn about crypto and go down the road and you set that up, you can do it. And no, I will not help you how to set up crypto. I won't show you a trick in the comment sections. Anybody in the comment sections try to say that, stay away from them. It's probably a scam. Straight up. And scams are getting more and more sophisticated by the day. So the best thing you do is hold, don't talk about it, be quiet, and just let it sit there and let this bitch ride. And on top of that, if it starts to explode and you need to take out some money, take a loan out. Because it's tax-free, you ain't going to get taxed on it. All right? These banks are going to offer all kinds of loans here pretty quick. I apologize. I'm got messages coming in like crazy, but that's what's going on. I don't know how much XRP you need to have to retire yourself or be able to be comfortable, but all I could say is buy as much as you can, as much as you afford. Don't put yourself in the poorhouse. Don't make pay your bills. Don't worry about it, and just go from there. So that's my take on pretty much the last couple of months on what's going on. Nothing's going to happen until they start moving. All right, nothing's going to happen until this Clarity X sign. Period. I've been saying that 100%. You got everybody going, it's going to be happening. No, it's got to go through committee and everything. We won't see this thing signed, I guarantee you, till around June, but it will be done before the 250th birthday and the World Cup and the Olympics. I promise you that. It's going to happen because the administration is not going to let that slide. They're going to be all over that like stink on shit. So, but thank you all for watching the video, and I'll probably do another video here pretty soon. Like I said, just bear with me. I'm probably going to load this evening. So like, comment, share. Let's get the algorithm up. I'm going to start posting these pretty regularly. That's pretty much it. So y'all have a good evening, and I'll talk to y'all later.